From Hamilton Radio Studios, from 206 to the 609 and beyond, it's WTF with Tracy and Friends. The most fun you can have on a Wednesday with your clothes on. Now, the 2023 nominee for Best Female Podcast Host, Tracy Brannigan.
And we're back. What's up, little effers? I know you've missed us. Where have we been, you ask? Well, off for the summer vacations. If you watch, you know, on my midlife crisis hobbies, that's taken up so much time. Work has been crazy busy. And then the studio was infested with hornets. We were shut down for like a month. It's been crazy, but we are back. And please welcome our special guest tonight, Steff Posso.
Thank you
in
for
the house.
having me.
Steff Posso from Advertise It in Hamilton Township, life coach and spiritual practitioner. And she's going to tell us all about that in a minute. But first, we have a birthday shout out to Erica Ortiz Di Domenico. Happy birthday to one of my dearest friends. We go back to, I'm going to say third grade, I think we met. Third grade.
It's a long time.
We're still great friends to this day. You know those ride or dies, you know? Who's your oldest friend? How far back do you go with your oldest friend?
My oldest, definitely fifth grade.
Fifth grade? And you're still like...
Yeah, we're in contact here.
That's amazing. So many people don't have those like long friendships like that. So we're very blessed to have that. And it's one of those friendships where, you know, we can go long periods, you know, without talking. And it doesn't matter. Like when you do talk, it's just like you get right back in it.
Yeah,
like,
you catch up and it's like nothing ever happened.
Like no time has passed. So happy birthday, Erica. I love you. So glad I got to see you a couple weeks ago and can't wait to see you in a couple weeks. So happy birthday, girl. All right, what else? Another big announcement. We are moving to, we're just going to do the show monthly going forward. Hate to do that, but it's just so crazy busy. And again, if you watch the show, you know all my midlife crisis hobbies that you know, I can't do enough. Earlier we were talking, you said it's the year of saying yes. Yeah. I have to be like in the year of saying no. Like I am just doing too much.
You said yes too much.
I said yes to everything the last like 2 years.
That would be me next year then.
But it's just been great. It's been a fun ride. But I'm like feeling it now. I'm like spreading myself a little thin. I gotta just like focus.
Yeah.
I have like ADD at this moment.
You need me time.
I do, and I'm just doing all the crazy things. But having so much damn fun doing all the damn things. But anyway, couple announcements before we get into
all the good stuff.
Yeah, until we get into all the good stuff. So first of all, friend of the show, you know and love him, Jason Marinko. Next Thursday, September 26th, 7 p.m. at the Hamilton Public Library. He's having a author night and book signing. So Jason Marinko is the author of Time the Avenger and Jason Marinko's Starry Nightmares. It's a great like short story book with poetry, and it's a good read. But book signing with all the authors from Hamilton Creative Writers. For more information, we'll post the link, but it's RODWRITER 80 at Gmail. RodWriter80 at Gmail for more information. And another big event. Are you ready? One night in Chambersburg, freestyle explosion. Do you even know what freestyle music is?
Yes.
You know
but
it.
I could never.
You could never.
I could never.
I mean,
no.
I'm much older than you, and that's my jam right there. So calling all Gen X, anybody that grew up in the Chambersburg area, you know about freestyle and what that music was to us. It was everything. So One Night in Chambersburg is the event they're having on Wednesday, November 27th. That's Thanksgiving Eve.
Nice.
It's going to be the biggest party of the year, presented by DJ Mighty Mike, DJ Johnny G, guest DJs Anthony Mig, Augie V, Nick Creo. Again, if you grew up in our area, you know these guys. Performances by freestyle performers. I can't even. Abby Cruz from TKA. What? Like,
You
how is
freestyle?
he coming here? I can't even wrap my mind around that. April and Peter Fontaine. And a portion of the proceeds goes to Fallen Heroes Fund. So check that out if you're looking for something to do on Thanksgiving Eve. It's going to be the biggest party of the year, emceed by our very own Jason Marinko. So,
Love it.
I mean, we're before your time with that, but
It's okay. I'll go.
You'll go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I want to
you're
see.
good.
I want to be like, get
You-
the vibes. Get the vibes.
I'll start you. I'll send you a playlist.
There
and
you go.
can start
Yeah.
listening. You will love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
It's
love
a fun time.
My kids know it because I
Play it all the time.
clean to it. You know, I put it on when I'm cleaning the house.
And then I love how TikTok brings back like older songs too. Like my kids know a lot of the songs from back in my day, and they'll start singing. I'm like, how do you know that?
How do you know
This
that
was
song?
before your time.
That's one of the great things about TikTok, is it not?
Yes.
There's so many great things. We'll get into that. But, and that's how I just kind of reconnected with you. First of
Yeah.
all, we have to tell the viewers, I've known you since you were, 15 years old?
Yeah.
Maybe even younger?
Yeah.
You were like best of friends with my niece.
Yes.
And, I mean, that's how I know you.
Yeah.
Like, you're...
long time. Part
Yeah.
of like the family in and out. You know, like
exactly.
yeah, I feel like as an adult, you start living your adult life, so it kind of goes a little bit more. But when we were younger, we were like always together.
Always together.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely,
And
yeah.
you used to call me Aunt Trey.
Aunt Trey.
Right.
It's
Aunt
so funny.
Trey. Like, that's what my niece's friends called me.
Yep.
Because my niece is only 11 years younger than me. So
Mm-hmm.
she's really, I would say, I call her like my little sister.
Little sister.
Yeah, more of a little sister for sure.
Yeah.
Little sister vibes there. But yeah, so I've known you since you were 15 years old. And the other night, I'm scrolling on TikTok and you pop up on my For You page.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I love all of your content
Oh,
on there.
thank you, thank
so
you.
You're just doing your little get ready with me
Yeah.
story time
Story time.
and your goddess journey. So tell me about it.
Woo, that's a long journey. So I don't know. I think I grew up in a Latin immigrant household, and I was like the first generation here. I wasn't born here, but I came very young. So there was still like always in my life like this connection with like being American, but also being Colombian. And it was like I'm a mix in the middle, and I fit nowhere, but I fit everywhere. So I grew up with a lot of stuff, like traumas and things like that. And I want to say around 2018, it was like a really big, like a big event in my life where I had a big divorce, and I was just like, okay, I need to reevaluate how I want to move forward, what I really want to do. And I really had to like stop and like look at myself and like start healing all
Yeah.
of the stuff that was going on with me. The thing about healing is like it's an ongoing journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the more that I healed, the more that I wanted to teach people what I was learning. So I became a spiritual practitioner. I was certified in trauma work, but it's just really just uplifting. Like we just need to just change the mindset, just kind of like rewire all the stuff that like undo what we were taught and just teach ourselves new things to move forward. So that's really like what my journey has been about. I also work with the family business, which is a sign company here in Hamilton, a small family business. So it's like a little bit of everything. Like you said, you spread yourself out, you have kids, you do this, you do that. So it's like a little bit of everything that just keeps you like passionate and motivated throughout the time. So
I feel like you need your own reality show.
I do.
Like, you need a camera to follow you. You got
I feel
so
like no
much
one would
going
believe
on.
all the craziness that I actually live.
It wouldn't. I can't even imagine, first of all, like the family business.
Yeah.
Like that
Itself.
in itself must be a whole reality show. Like,
It is.
I mean, I can only speak on my husband and I, we both work from home. So we're home together all day.
Yep.
And I can't imagine having like the whole family together every day. What's it like?
So the dynamics, it's so funny because we grew up like very empowered. Like me and my sister are like so empowered. So it's like we could clash heads, but at the same time it's like we put the egos down, let's work together, let's move forward. It's for the family. And then my dad himself, right? My dad is like, he runs it. He's the CEO. Marino, yeah. But he
Marino
is
Posso.
also Marino Posso. Everyone knows him.
Shout
here in
out
Hamilton.
Marino.
But it's also like he wants to do things his way, and he's very much a boomer.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
So it's also like, listen, yes and no. We could do it this way, but how about this way as well? So it's been a couple of years of just merging ideas and just working for the company to see what fits best. But it's also been a lot of me like, all right, we can't do it that way no more. We got to let go of the paper. We got to go more to social media.
Digital, yeah.
Automation, like you got to automate everything. Like these softwares work. And it was a challenge for a little bit, but we work it out. You know what I mean? I think the beautiful thing about family is you're stuck together anyway.
Yeah.
So you either figure it out or you figure it out.
Exactly. You have no choice but to figure it out. Like you said, you either figure it out or you either figure it out. Like you just have to do it.
Yeah, and I feel like the business reflects a lot what's going on in the family. If the family is like going through like a difficult period, the business absolutely goes through a difficult period. And then once like the family has kind of like move on through that stage, the business starts flourishing. So again, coming back to the mindset, right?
Yeah.
Coming back, it all comes back to the mindset. So it's just like a daily like work on itself. It's like a little plant you have to feed every day.
Yeah, you do. You have to
Every
take
day,
care of it.
Yeah.
Do you all work in the same office every day? Everybody's there all day?
No, we used to. But we started growing very rapidly. We
That's
moved.
great. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks. So you know where Ivan's glass shop used to be on Chambers?
sure
that's
do.
that's where we are now.
Okay.
We kept a little. He left behind some glass, and we incorporated that into the building. And for a long time, we were there. My sister, she loves to do social media. So a lot of the time it didn't require her to be there. She loves to work from home. She'll come into the office sometimes. My mom, she was very much at the forefront of the finances. She comes in like some days now when she has to because she gets that leisure. But my dad and I, we are very much at the front and we're there every day. And there's a lot of coworkers there that are with us all the time. So
Love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So for all of your advertising needs,
Yeah.
you check out Advertise It. Tell us like exactly like what do you do there at the business? Like
Yeah.
what does Advertise It do?
We do mainly like we focus on interior and exterior signage, any kind of signs, that have channel letters, light boxes, all of the lighting needs, and also vehicle wraps. I love vehicle.
Yeah, I love those too.
Yeah.
They're cool.
They're like a on wheels billboard. Every business owner needs one. I always say every business owners. We've had so many clients that literally get their vehicle wrapped, and then when they're on the road, they're already getting calls, and they're like, they love it. They're calling me already.
Already,
So,
yeah.
Yes. So if you have a small business, the best way to monetize that business is to get your vehicle wrapped. For sure.
Is that affordable? Like how much is it to wrap a vehicle?
It depends. So it could go like if you just want like lights like on the side, very lettering, it can go somewhere from like $500, where the full wraps are like definitely $3,000 to $4,000.
Okay, but that's still
That's still
yeah.
great,
And you can do
yeah.
anywhere in that range, basically.
Absolutely, yeah. And again, the beautiful thing is it comes with automatic. I think the statistics is like 500 people per hour see your vehicle on the road.
Yeah.
So that alone on itself is already getting you like seen out there.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Well, for all your advertising needs, especially all my small business owners out there, give Marino and Steff at Advertise It a call for all your
Yes,
advertising
yes.
needs. All right. Now, in the midst of this family business that you're running, you, like you said, you went through this divorce. You got certified in life coaching, and so
And spiritual practitioner, yeah.
how long did that take?
That took about 2 to 3 years. I did it
Wow.
online. My teacher, she's like in California, but she's like a spiritual leader. She's very recognized, Dr. Erin Fall Haskell, and she teaches us like people who are already coaches and things like that. So when I came into that, like, I want to say space, it was very new for me. Everyone was either Reiki or yoga teachers, coaches, life coaches, and they were just coming to kind of enhance. I was just looking for a place to heal. And I was just like, well, I said trauma work, so I'm signing up. And along the path, I started learning how to release trauma for myself and for other people, and knowing spiritual laws, like the universal laws and things like that. And you get to apply this for like mental healing. It just became like a whole world that I didn't even know existed and that I just fell in love with.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to bring this. So I began with the Latin community. because I felt like they needed it the most. So I started like having clients, like one-on-one coaching clients around the house or online, wherever I went. And now it's kind of morphed into like groups. Like I'll do groups like once a month, once every 2 months. It's kind of like you here, right? Like when I
Yeah,
have
we
the
get
ti-
together
when I-
once a month
right,
and
when
we
I
do our
have-
thing.
When we have the time, we come together and they love it. They're always like, when's the next one? Please let us know. So, and it's starting to get bigger groups as I go along. I started with like 3 of my friends, and now we have like 15 coming up. So it's like, it gets a little bigger every time. So it's growing. I love it. I'm really focused on it, the workshops that we do. Have you ever watched Too Hot to Handle, the show on Netflix?
No.
They're like these little young kids that like don't know how to keep relationships, but they host workshops there. So it's kind of like that. It's just workshops to kind of just release beliefs and just kind of like rewire your mindset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people confuse spirituality with religion, and they're
Yes.
definitely, right, like two completely different things. You can be religious and not spiritual at all, and vice versa. You can be spiritual and not religious. So,
Yeah.
what's the difference between religion and spirituality?
I think that number one, you are spirit. You are spirit. You have a spirit inside of you, right? You have soul inside of you. So it's to practice the spirituality that some people choose to do. I feel like the religion is very much based on certain teachings. Each one has different teachings, and they come with, rules and tags and things like that that they want to follow. And spirituality is really just kind of getting to know who you are.
Who you are,
Who
right?
you are.
As your
That's it.
individual self.
Individual self, kind of knowing your triggers, like the divinity within you, the power within you, and just understanding your purpose. They say that the best 2 days of your life are the day that you were born and the day that you find out why. So I think that path to spirituality, you could do it being in a religion or being outside of it. And that's the
Yeah.
beautiful part of it, practicing it, yeah.
That's an interesting quote. The day you were born and the day you
Find out why.
find out why.
Yeah.
And how do you find out why?
I feel like the purpose that we all chose was so tailored to us, and it's being shaped by, number one, half of the things that we went through and half of the things that we want to do, because everything defines us and doesn't define us, right? So we choose to say, you know what, I went through this really hard thing, I overcame this, and this is exactly what I want to help people overcome.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty in it. You get to choose what it is, but it has to light you up.
Isn't it hard to watch somebody go through something and then just be stuck there and they can't get past it, and they just live in that, right?
Yep.
Like, as somebody that has gone through what you've gone through and you've like gotten through it and you're like on the other side of it, it's so hard to watch somebody go through something and they just can't get through it. And you know that you can't make them get through it. Like, they have to do it for themselves, right?
Yep. And that's the thing with healers. A lot of people feel like we're healing you. We're not at all. We're teaching you the ways that we did it.
Yeah, you're giving them the tools to heal themselves, right?
And you get to choose to walk that path. I think with clients, it's a little bit easier because you can understand that this is going to bring them out into the other side. And they're already looking for help, right? So they're already coming to you and you're already giving them the tools. So even though you see them stuck or struggling, there's still that desire to walk through it. With family members, though, or like loved ones or friends of yours that are like choosing to be in like, nope, this is where I want to be. That was really hard for me at a point. And when I was doing the coaching, that was something that I brought up. And my coach looked at me and said, why are you upset that they're going through pain if this is what's going to shape who they are?
Yeah. Like, everybody's got their own journey, I guess. Yeah.
And it was like, why would you be mad that they're kind of walking through like the whole tunnel if they just haven't seen the light yet? It's just so I try to look at it that way, but it's still, with family members, I would just be like, I love you and I'm gonna hold you in consciousness and love, and I'm here if you need me, and that's all I can do. That's all I can say.
Exactly. Yeah. It's hard though. Like you love somebody, you want to help them, but you can't. They really have to help themselves to make their life better.
And that redefines the love part.
Yeah.
So the love isn't what I want you to be. The love becomes what I accept you as.
Oh, that's so deep.
Right?
That's so deep. I gotta write that down. That's a good one.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna
it's
play
kinda
this
like,
back.
I accept you where you're at, and that's what love has to become now.
Yeah, you're so
Yeah.
right. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
There's so much layers. We can
There
get to this
are.
all night long.
And it's funny. I don't know if I read it or if no, I think I read this article about trauma. And I was like, I don't have any trauma. Like, I had a great, amazing childhood. Like, I've had a wonderful life. Like, I don't have any trauma. But then I read it. It's like everybody has trauma. And it starts so early when you're so young. Like, the moment you're a baby and, your mom yells, "No, don't touch that." It scares you, and but that's like, one of your first traumas for a lot of people, and you don't even realize it. It's like unrealized trauma through your entire life.
It's not what happened to you, it's how you perceived it. We have seen people go on through very little things that they perceive it as such, like, what we would call little things, because there's no such thing as a little thing, right? Where it sparks a high emotional reaction on them. And then you've seen people that have gone through really tough things and they're just talking about it like it's nothing, right? So it's just how your brain perceived it at that moment and what meaning it gave the actual event. So what we do in trauma work is we take the events and we kind of just break it down to what meaning are you giving this event, right? So when you said your mom told you no, at that moment you felt either rejected or you felt scared or you felt fear. And then sometimes you bring that up in other things and you have no idea you're doing it.
Right.
And that's where you become the limited belief, the limitations.
Yeah.
But you don't see it until you're scared of something. No, I don't want to go on that roller coaster. I'm afraid of it. But why? There's something behind there. What's happening? What gave you that thought that, that it was something hurtful, right? So it's just like you can dig deeper. But I do believe everyone has traumas, but it could be something very, something very light. But there are people who have overcome them. And I've met people who have told me, I don't have any traumas. And I can see during their life how they have learned to process it as the moment goes. And these are the people that are like, you see, that are not attached. They have kind of like Buddha tendencies, right? Like they practice non-attachment, forgiveness, and all these things. And I can see it's not that you don't have traumas, it's that you already know how to kind of let go and release.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's also a good, interesting point there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I was so proud of myself the other day because I was going to do something really petty. Like, and I stopped myself and I was like, you know what? I don't even need to, it's like such a negative situation. I'm not even going to give it any life. I'm just going to go on about my day and I'm not going to let it affect me. And I was like, wow, that was some real growth. Like, I was like, wow.
Practicing mindfulness little by little.
Yeah, I've been, the last year and a half, I started meditation.
Oof. How's that going?
Amazing. I mean, I think it changed my life. And I will tell anybody that listens and anybody that watches this show knows I talk about it all the time. The LIFT method with Tom McGreevy. And it just has changed my life. I don't know, I just all around in life more like, okay, aware and just let it go. There are things that I can't control. So why am I worrying about them and letting that control my life? Like, I just have to go on and make the best of the day or whatever it is.
But that's because in meditation, you're already taking control of your own thoughts. So then it becomes easier outside of meditation to just be like, oh, that wasn't much. That wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
It just goes. Yeah.
I think I guess subconsciously, even when like you're not meditating, like just all around in life, it just has so many benefits to it. So I recommend it again to anybody. The LIFT method really helped me by Tom McGreevy, but anybody can try anything, I just was like, I'll never be able to meditate. There's so much going through my mind. I can never quiet what's in there. And how do I focus on one single thought? But Tom McGreevy told me one thing, and it was a game changer for meditation. He said, you're going to get the intrusive thoughts that come through. Acknowledge the thought and let it go and focus back on your breathing. And when you can start doing that, like you're like, okay, bye. I'll deal with that later. I'm meditating right now. And that was like the game changer for me.
And that in itself is the spirituality, is the getting to know who you are, that divine soul, that spirit.
Yeah.
When we die, I think we lose, what is it? Like a very small amount of like weight. that
Actual
just
weight,
leaves,
yeah.
actual
Like
weight
what
that
was
leaves our
it? Like
body.
7.5 grams or something.
Yeah, something very
with
small.
The soul weighs.
The soul. And when you meditate, you're just really reconnecting back with that.
Really?
Science can't explain what it is.
And I didn't even know that, but it's just a peace of mind. And it's just that stillness, and I love it. Like I'll wake up early in the morning and I do my meditation. I don't even know how long I do it for. Probably, I don't know, sometimes maybe 10 minutes, other times probably a half hour. I don't, I'm
It feels
not
like
watching.
forever.
It does.
It feels like, and then it feels like nothing.
Well, I was going to say, sometimes it's like so quick. Like I'll do, Tom and I do like a Zoom once a week,
Yeah.
and we'll meditate. And, at the end of our session, he'll just like open your eyes when you're ready. And I'm just like, I don't want to. I don't want it to end. We're gonna disconnect, but I'm gonna continue meditating. It's just such a peaceful feeling. Like once you get it, it just takes a little bit of practice. But people are afraid to, I think,
step out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, and do it. But
yeah. I mean, it took me 3 months of every single day of trying to finally get into it. And when I was in these classes, people would come and share their wins all the time. And it frustrated me. It was like, well, why can't I get there? Like, what is it about me? Because she just preached a lot of like silent one. You could do any kind of one. You could do guided. And at the time I was very close off to God. I was like, let me try silent. Let me try. But then I went and I was like, you know what? Let me be a little bit open-minded, and went into the guided ones first. And then later on I was able to work myself into the silent meditations. So now it's completely silent. I do like 20, 30 minutes a day. But it is the same thing, right? It feels, I always tell people like, this is my drug. This is this is my drug, and this is what I'm addicted to, is meditation.
Very much is.
Yeah.
It very much is. And I'm at the point now where I could do it like while I'm driving. Like I can just turn it on and like kind of just center.
Yeah.
And I never in a million years thought I would be able to do that.
That's amazing.
It's very I wish everybody would do it.
I absolutely agree.
Everybody needs meditation and therapy. If you're not in therapy and you're not doing meditation, you need it.
Yep.
Everybody needs it. You don't think you do, but you need it.
Yeah, we come with so many things from our background. Our families just kept teaching us things. And even when we speak, some of the words that we have aren't ours. It was just learned from someone else that learned it from someone else.
That's right. It's just imprinted on us.
On us, correct. So we need to just rewire all of those little cables.
What do you think? I want to know your opinion. I hear a lot about generational trauma. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? Like, is there trauma that's really passed on to us from our ancestors that is just in our DNA?
Absolutely. So they're actually called epigenetics.
Okay.
And it's been proven that, a lot of the diseases that are passed down actually come from beliefs and thoughts that have kind of just been to the extreme, if you could say, in each family. So like when we have families that deal with cancer for a long time, you have to read this book that's called Heal Your Life by Louise Hayes. I don't want to like chop her name up. But she talks about how the thoughts that are implanted in us actually convert into energy within our bodies, and they cause the dis-ease, and that's why it's disease, is dis-ease.
Dis-ease, because you're not at ease.
You're not at ease. So when you are able to kind of like rewire that and come back to it, you're able to heal that. There's also a documentary called Heal. I think it's on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken, or YouTube. And they also speak about how there was this woman there, how she was very healthy, worked out, she was vegan, she ran all the time, but she had cancer. She was like, I couldn't understand why. And once she started rewiring her thoughts and letting go of a lot of the things that kind of came down the line of the family, right? That your thought, like, money doesn't grow on trees. That's one of them, right? So you get fearful of money and things like that, right? You just start accumulating them.
Scarcity sense, right? The scarcity mindset.
Yeah, it starts manifesting within the body. It literally does. I don't know if you've ever had this, but there was a time where I was really sick, and it was my throat, and it was just a sore throat, and I was like, okay, clearly I'm holding back something. Clearly I'm not speaking up about something. So, I was just praying. I was like, God, let me know what it is. Show me so I can just heal this and let it go. I am not joking. It was like a couple minutes passed, and I got the call. And of course, as women, it was my mother. I love you, Mom. But it was kind of like, and then I was like, listen, this is how I'm feeling about the situation. I kind of let it go. By like that night I was feeling much better. And I was just like, wow, we manifest disease. We manifest it. We manifest it with all of our thoughts. We allow it to come into our life and kind of affect our field.
How do we change that? How do we get rid of that? negative energy that's like stored into us? Like, how do we rid ourselves of it?
We have to stop pushing it down. We have to stop pushing it away. A lot of times you'll hear this a lot in the positive mindset. Be positive, be positive. You just have to think good thoughts. So you're given a meaning that bad thoughts are bad for you, right? And we're human. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel down. It's okay to let them in. It's okay to process your emotions. It's okay to sit with it. And a lot of therapy methods, for me, when they teach coping methods, is just another way of escaping the actual feeling or the actual situation, right? And we get this a lot with people who go to the gym. Not everyone. They'll go to the gym and, oh, I felt better. Yeah, you had the endorphins come through your body, but your situation is still here. So how are we going to deal with the situation now?
Yeah.
How do we not escape it and walk through it, not over it?
Oh, everybody needs you as a life coach.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Where do I sign up? Can I sign up
I'm
right
going to
now?
invite you to my groups. Come by. Absolutely. I have one October 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Tell us about your event, October 5th.
Yes, October 5th, I'm going to have 15 women at my home. I'm hosting a releasing of the fear of abandonment. I feel like as children, we feel abandoned in one way or another. It could be emotionally, mentally, physically by a parent, loved one, or even, a significant other. And we take that and we start rejecting ourselves. And then it kind of becomes into I don't deserve things. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough of good things happening to me. And for females, this manifests a lot in relationships. We pick the guys that aren't good for us for a reason.
Yeah.
Because we're picking them.
Yeah.
Or we attract them in a way, right?
Right. Or that's normal to us.
Yes.
That's what is normal. And when we're in a relationship and we're not getting that, it feels weird because it's not normal to have a good guy
Yeah, and your body's telling you. Your body and your brain and your heart, they're telling you. They're giving you signs. The God showed me a sign and you walk all through the red flags.
I was gonna say, I used to look for red flags. Like, where's the red flag? Oh, all right, I'll be right there, running towards the red flags.
Absolutely. And they seem normal to you because in a sense, this is what kind of manifested in your childhood as well. In a way or another, right? Maybe, for our parents, they didn't have the time. So maybe like the lack of even affection or even being emotionally present or the please stop crying. Like, don't cry anymore. Like, you need to stop crying, right? Even that itself was like pushing away our feelings. So we feel abandoned sometimes. So it's going to be a good workshop of 6 hours. We're going to have a little break in there. We're going to have some food in there. But it's just really just coming back to ourselves and just knowing that we are worth it. We absolutely are.
Yeah. And
And we're
sometimes
not
you need
abandoned.
somebody to tell you that.
You do. Absolutely. I feel like even myself, I listen to TikTok and I have a good friend on TikTok that does church, Mallory Avalene. She's one of my favorite creators, but she does like spiritual church on Sundays on TikTok. And I'm like tuning in because I need the reminders as well.
Absolutely you
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, in the daily grind, like sometimes you forget.
You kind of go off course.
You need the reinforcement.
And I
like
think that's
that.
why church and religion works so well because
Once
it keeps
a week,
people,
you
Yep.
have to go back.
It keeps
Yeah.
people like reminding them of like, oh, okay, this is the course that I'm going through.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I see how religion and the spirituality like tie together now.
Yeah,
Even though
they're
they're
absolutely
so different when you really look at it.
To me, Joshua taught spirituality 1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so cool. I can't, like, I am just in awe of you.
Aw, thank you.
All grown up
Yeah.
and so wise. Like the
Aw,
wisdom that
Thank you.
I'm seeing come out of you on your TikToks.
Aw,
I'm like so proud of you. You're all
thank
grown
you.
up.
Aw.
I love you to death.
No, me too. I love you, the whole family. I love you guys to death.
Yeah.
And, I feel like when you're young, you just have a crazy head on your shoulders, but you learn from that.
Of course. Well, we hope you learn from it.
We
And, some people don't learn from it,
Right.
and like, but to see you
Thanks.
now, oh my
I
gosh.
appreciate you.
I appreciate you. I just loved seeing you pop up on my For You page. And I'm
that's-
like,
When you reached
all
out to me, I was like,
grown up.
absolutely, I'll be there.
oh, I can't. Tell us about the goddess journey. What's the goddess journey?
The goddess journey, I think, is just recognizing that as a child of God, right, you have that in you. You carry your parents' last name. You carry like the way they look. And I feel like with God, it's the same thing. we have that goddess within us, and we shine down our power so much a lot of the times. And especially in society, sometimes we even like undermine ourselves, whether it's by race or whether it's by gender or whatever it is, right? So it's just like you need to shine through. It needs to come back to life. You need to shine through. And, you know, the trauma is just part of it. It's also the emotional regulation and or the mastery, or what kind of structure are you giving your life and your spiritual practices. So it's like a little steps to get there. And then once you feel like you've overcome that, you're just like, I'm ready to take on the world.
How do you, I mean, and it's great that, you know, you've gone through this as an adult.
Yeah.
I've kind of gone through this as an adult. How do you teach this to children? Or can you teach this to children? Or is this something that can't be taught until they're an adult and, you know, they realize their trauma?
No, absolutely. I think the children are actually easier to teach.
Yeah.
My daughters grasp the information like this.
Yeah.
When because I'm very mindful now of who I was and speaking to them, and I talk to them about everything age appropriately, right? So sometimes you have to like use certain, I don't know, metaphors or things like that to help them understanding a little bit better. And it's so funny because my 9-year-old, the other day, I was giving her just a metaphor. I was like, you know, and I was just talking about it. And she was like, you're talking about my situation, aren't you? And I was like, yeah, there's a lot of similarities there. So what would you do if this were happening, right? And she was like, no, I get what you're trying to say. And then she just went on, and she's 9, right? My 12-year-old, she's just like, no, I know, Mom. I know what you mean. And then before, she had a really bad period where she was being bullied. And she'll come to me, she said, like, I just need you to talk to me right now. I need you like to walk me through my emotions and things like that. So I think kids actually grasp it quicker than adults do.
Yeah. It's hard. Like, I was raised in the Catholic Church. I went to a Catholic school, and, you know, it's very regimented and, you know, very much set beliefs. And, you know, there was no kind of, you know,
Open dialogue.
yeah, open dialogue, exactly. And, you know, that's how I was raised, and that's all I know, or that's all I knew,
Yeah.
you know. But now,
Knowing all of
yeah,
this.
I've kind of expanded my spiritual horizons, and I just don't know how to transfer that to my child.
Well, children are actually not limited. We put the limits on the children.
Yeah.
We are the ones that are like, no, you can't do that. Should you be doing this? Why would you do that? So the number one, I think the biggest thing that I practice with them is whatever choice they make, I make sure that that choice is coming from source, like God, and I actually allow them to make that choice. So both of my daughters, and this is really hard, the little one just started boarding at school. And she came to me and she was like, I think I'm going to board. I said, you're very small. You know, Mom was like, absolutely. Me, as a mom, I was like, absolutely not. You're not leaving my house. They board from Monday to Friday, right? And I was like, absolutely not. You're not leaving my house. How dare you do this? Like, right in my mind. This is all the mindset. And then I'm like, she has her own knowledge, and I need to trust her. So I said, okay, let's come back to this. Did we think about this? What are the good? Like walking them through that decision making, right? And I was like, what do you think you're going to benefit from? Why would you want to do this? So like, is it based on the right choice? And then when we talked about it, and there was a point like, you know, we had a whole conversation. She said, but you know what? If you don't want me to do it, I just won't. And right there, I was like, there was that mirror. And I was like, I can't hold you back from this. I was like, I'm going to be here. If you choose to stop boarding because you're very young, I'll come back and take you out, and that's not a problem. But if you choose to move forward, then I'll be here. And she was like, yeah, I think it is. So it's like just letting them trust on themselves. Yeah.
I love to hear that.
Yeah.
And girls, I think, I'm sorry to say it, but girls, I think, are so much more emotionally intelligent than
Yes.
boys at such a younger age.
Yeah.
It's like, it's such a difference. Like
It is.
my son is 12, and like the emotional, it's different. It's like, it's astonishing.
Yeah. But showing them the world around them. There's a content creator who has a son. I can't really relate to sons because I have 2 daughters. But she teaches him about the patriarchy and things like that. He's very well aware. And I got to show you, I actually don't have her handle at right now. And I don't know if you've seen Justin Baldoni. Do you know, from that movie that just came out that created all the chaos?
Oh, yeah. The
with
Blake
DV
Lively.
that one.
Yeah.
He actually had a post about how his daughter, I love him, how his daughter was climbing up like a pole in the middle of the street. And the grandparents are like, no. And he's like, don't scare her because she's fearless right now. Yeah. We're here to catch her if she falls, but don't tell her she can't do it, because then we're limiting her.
What a metaphor for actual life, right?
Yes,
Like
yes.
physically, like, wow. Okay.
And he was like, the grandparents were dying
Yeah.
watching her, like, oh my God. But he's like,
No
I'm
doubt.
right here. I want her to feel she's powerful enough to do anything she can do. And I feel like that right there, it's what it is, right? We came with so many beliefs.
Yeah.
And we need to show the kids that they are unstoppable, and that if they make a mistake while under our rule, like while they're under our guide, that's the best way to do it, because I can guide you back. I tell my daughters, I can't tell you what to do, but I'm your guide to help you make
Girl,
the best
you need
decision.
to run a parenting class. No, I'm not even kidding. Like, seriously, like I have older children, 24 and 22. And, I definitely raise them differently. And I'm trying to do things differently now with the 12-year-old. But I don't know how, I'm like just kind of flying blind, trying to do better. That's what we do. Just try to do better.
But the fact that you're trying is you're already putting that out there.
I know, but
It's
still,
already
I'm
good.
like, oh,
You were an amazing mom,
trauma,
just so you know.
the trauma I've inflicted on my children. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I love you. I did the best I could.
They turned out amazing kids, okay?
Thank
They turned
you.
out amazing kids.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Yeah, all grown up now. It's crazy, right?
It is. I mean, I couldn't tell you what that feels like. What does it feel like to have a 24 and a 22-year-old? What challenges are there?
The challenges I think it's easier now to watch them. I have to let go, like watch them live their life. And, I'm here on the sidelines if you need me, it's just to, I don't know, just to see them be what they are and what they're doing and the amazing people they are.
They are.
It's such a joy.
Yeah.
Really, like the sense of pride. It's really
right, because
unbelievable.
Knowing your children, knowing that like some of the decisions they've made. So if you're saying you gave them trauma, but the decisions they make today, I see from afar, are already based on like amazing principles. So, definitely
so.
you gotta give yourself a
I
pat on the
hope
back for
I've
that.
instilled like good values in them. It's just the daily things that I've
They're a
traumatized them
reflection-
with.
No, that's okay. They're a reflection
look,
of you.
We all have trauma, so
Yes,
just
we
get
all
over
have
it.
trauma.
Everybody has it. You're gonna have it. It's how you
Yep.
deal with it. Get over it. Like, move on.
It's what makes us stronger.
Keep it moving. But I did want to talk about I saw this on TikTok, the little 8-year-old girl
That was crazy.
that allegedly stole the family car. She got up at 7 a.m., took mom's minivan, 8 years old, drove 25 minutes away to the Target. 25 minutes away to the Target, went in there, got herself a little Starbucks, got her little Frappuccino at Starbucks, shopped around Target, spent $400 in Target.
And only hit one mailbox on the way there. That's it.
Took out one
Mailbox.
mailbox. She did more before 8 a.m. on Sunday than some people do all weekends, right?
Yes, absolutely.
This kid.
I was so impressed, number one, but like, how did you get here? And they couldn't explain it.
I have so many questions, and I wrote them down. So this is what I want to know. How did she reach the pedals?
Yes.
How did she know where she was going?
Yeah.
Like, I've become so dependent on my GPS on my phone. Even if I know where I'm at, I put it in. Like, I want to know what time I'm going to get there.
But you know what? Kids are actually looking out the window as we're driving. Right? So they probably have a better, and I know this because there were times that I would go into like Elizabeth and my daughter already knew where I was going. Oh, you're going here, huh?
Yeah.
Because she was like kind of seeing the
similar
route.
Scenery.
Yes.
Yeah, they're a lot smarter than we think, or
They're
probably even
incredible.
pay attention to. They pay attention to everything. We're just
On
all over the
autopilot.
place. Yeah, autopilot. You're right.
The Starbucks got me.
The Starbucks.
The love for Starbucks, we're like, we're going to go get
What?
Starbucks at Target.
Got me was she went with $400
Yep.
in cash.
And she was like, we're buying stuff.
I want to know what's in that Target haul. I want to know what she bought.
I want to know how she parked the car.
Apparently she parks no problem. She's a great driver. I
suck
mean,
at parking.
you can't punish this kid. Give her an award.
Right.
This kid, she's going places. She needs,
Literally.
she needs an award. Give her a scholarship, something. She is way ahead of her time. 8 years old. My son is 12, and he wouldn't even be able to find his shoes to leave the house. And that is truth.
Absolutely. Same.
Oh,
Same over here.
man. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I want to interview this kid.
Well, that is the generation of alpha, it's called.
Alpha, yeah, the
And
alphas.
the alphas
Your
are
kids
coming.
are alphas.
The
Your
one of
girls are
them.
alphas.
Other one is Gen Z. Is it Gen Z?
Gen Z.
After millennials, yeah, Gen Z.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, she's Gen Z. She's 12.
But there'll be like a blend of.
Yeah, there'll be a blend of both. But I hear these alphas are coming like no apologies. Like they're here to
Yeah.
F it all up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, you're a millennial, right?
I'm a millennial.
Yeah, I'm a Gen X. You're a millennial. Man.
Yeah, but I think we're like very close again because I think it was like in the 80s that it stopped. Like
Yeah.
right in the 80s,
Yeah,
somewhere around
we're
there.
close. Yeah, a little blending.
Little blend.
Yeah, I think all of the generations kind of like at some point like blend
Yeah.
together, especially if you have like siblings that are in like the different
Correct.
age
Yeah,
and you're
'cause
like
you have
in it
similar-
together. Yeah.
Yeah, experiences growing up.
So what else do you love on TikTok?
Oh my gosh, I love everything. So there's different ones. So Barbara O'Neill, I love her because she's very much. Have you seen her?
I love Barbara O'Neill. Of
love her.
course, I
She's
follow
taught me how to
Barbara
heal my
O'Neill.
whole life with just
castor
herbs.
oil.
Yeah, castor
With castor oil. Is there
with ginger.
Is there anything I can't fix? A castor
Right.
oil compress.
Right. Every time there's an inflammation, I'm like grating ginger. I'm like here. I love her, and her daughter
She's
has a page too.
amazing.
Her daughter has a page where she gardens and stuff like that. She talks about the best way to do it. So I'm like
Oh,
hooked.
I got to get on her page because
Yes.
my garden was a big fail this year.
There you go. There's also I also follow Amanda Rollins, and she's like an American. She's like the real life Emily in Paris.
Okay.
She lives in Paris, and like I always loved France, so I like love just like seeing all the things she does on a regular day to day and doing things.
I'm writing down your things. Like these are like Netflix suggestions.
Yes,
like
yes,
I want to know like what you're
Absolutely
watching
are.
on TikTok.
They absolutely are. And then I also have like the spiritual people that I follow, right? So it's a little bit of everything. I've been getting really into recently the attachment styles. And there was this Dr. Sarah Hansel, if I'm not mistaken, and she was talking about dismissive avoidant and the anxious style and all of that. And I was just like, where were you when I was going like 5 relationships ago?
Right.
Where were you during this time where I
Could
needed
have recognized.
all of it? I could have been
all
like,
these.
there it is.
Yep.
We're so quick to label everyone a narcissist. Not everyone's a narcissist. Some people are just dismissive.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
avoidance,
interesting.
anxious. I actually had an anxious. I recognized it when it's working in there. So you still get the thoughts here and there. You just gotta rope it back. But I had the anxious attachment style, where you're just like the clinger, stage
Yeah.
1 clinger. That was me, for
Stage
sure.
Clinger. Okay. Yeah.
For
I mean,
sure.
I'm sure I've been all of them like at some point.
At some
You know,
point.
all of the different
All of the
styles.
different ones.
Yeah. I don't know. That would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Which
crazy.
ones are your favorites? Now I need your list.
Yeah, Barbara O'Neill, love her.
Yeah.
Who else? Nina Poole. Do you
Nina
know
Poole. Nina
A
Poole.
national treasure, Nina Poole.
Yes.
Is,
Okay.
right?
Let's talk about how she's saving me tons of thousands of dollars just by me going to the Dollar Tree.
Okay, so tell everybody who Nina Poole is.
Oh my gosh, Nina Poole is this amazing content creator. She has autism, but the way that like her genius in it is that she likes to see the ingredients in things, right? So she'll grab like a really expensive product and she'll find what she calls a duperoni.
A duperoni.
And I love her because she's just so lively.
She's so cute.
I love her. So, and she'll find something that's really cheap that you can find with the same exact ingredients. And I think we kind of knew this. We kind of knew that we were overpaying for everything because,
But we were influenced, so
We
it didn't
were-
matter.
it didn't matter.
Michaela influenced us,
Absolutely.
right?
We were just spending all this kind of money. And the last one, how about the foot powder for setting powder for makeup?
Yes.
I was like, what? And it has the exact same ingredients. So I was like, this is crazy. I love her.
My favorite is the primer, the aloe
yes,
gel
the aloe.
instead of the $28 Smashbox photo finish primer.
Exactly.
It's unbelievable that it's the same thing.
I love her. And I love how her following is growing. She's just becoming more authentic. She's just giving us so much things. And she's so supportive of small businesses that are like
She
gifting things.
is.
She has a heart of gold. I love Nina
She
Poole.
does. But you
Follow
know
her.
what I really hate? The trolls.
Absolutely.
Like, why do you trolls have to ruin everything for us? Like, we have this amazing creator, and as soon as she glows up, right, and has like her moment, and just getting so much attention for the amazing things she's doing, then these trolls have to come in and like,
just, yeah.
yeah, like just steal her thunder, and like just they do this to everybody, and I really just I hate to say the word hate, but I hate you trolls. Like
To me,
don't
they're
ruin
just
it.
like the undercover actual people behind these products.
Yeah,
The ones that are losing the money, the brand
Right.
names.
It's the,
They're just out here
the
creating
president
bots.
of Smashbox Cosmetics is
They're
trolling
losing
Nina
all
Poole.
this type of money, and they're just like, let's go after her. So Nina, you let that slide right off your back, girl.
I love that. That's how she should think of
Yep.
it. They are undercover.
Absolutely.
Like the
You remember
president's-
undercover boss?
Yes.
They're just undercover boss,
That's
just like, let's
so
destroy
funny.
competition.
I just, I've seen it with so many creators that I love, like Avery Woods. Like
Yeah.
she went off for a while. It's just people are just coming at her. Like they do so great. and you
Elise
love their
Myers.
content. Oh my
Elise
God,
Myers went off
Elise,
for a
she's
while
gone.
as well.
Elise Myers,
She just
come back.
reposted recently. I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I was
Oh,
like, oh my
she
gosh, she's
did.
back. But it also goes to show, like, right, a lot of the times we also need to, like, face our Goliaths.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just about, they're just a big giant that it's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
So it's also like their own journey as influencers, and that's why I was always also very like of posting on TikTok, because you're exposing yourself, you're exposing who
Right.
you are,
Exactly.
and your vulnerabilities.
Do I really want anybody to know who
Right.
I am? I don't know.
Right,
I don't know.
right, but this is the part where you just really have to live authentically. You really have to just step into it and say, this is my purpose. One of my friends, Lindsay Caricarte, she's also on TikTok. Love her posts. She posts all the time as well, and she's so unapologetically about it. She was like, you don't like it, you can F off, thank you. And it's just kind of like, this is who I'm
love
here,
that.
this is who I'm here to be.
That's how I want to
Yeah,
be. That's what I
yeah.
strive to be. Like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Just
Absolutely.
if you don't like it, scroll.
Yeah.
Keep on scrolling.
It's a reflection of you, babe.
It really is.
Yep.
It really is. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have time for flavor of the week.
Flavor of the, which one did you
Flavor of the week.
both
You can pick. You're the guest.
You
You
know what's
pick
so
flavor of the week. Ruben, do you have cups? Because we're going to do the drink too. I'm really excited. First of all, we have these chips that Ruben picked out.
Taylor's Rich Cut Potato Crisp.
What
This is
flavor
Thai
is that?
sweet and chili.
Ooh, Thai sweet chili. You had me at Thai sweet and chili.
And then this one is chili lime fuego.
chili lime
Wait,
fuego. It's gonna
fun
be
fact, I
spicy.
just started eating spicy this year.
Really?
I've never had I
And now
never
you
liked
like it?
spicy food. Well, I never had a really big tolerance for it, so now I'm building the tolerance. So
Okay.
let's try. You want to try both of them?
Yeah, let's try both of them.
All right. I want to see which one's less spicy.
And you know what? We're gonna do the drinks too.
This
I
one's like
got-
chips. Regular
Let's
chips.
smell these. Oh, they smell good. Community Snacks Chili Lime Fuego, kettle cooked potato chips.
That smells like Thai chili.
All right, let me smell that. Oh, they both smell good.
I can tell this one's gonna be real spicy, so let me
All
start
right,
off
this
with this
might
one.
be like I hope it's not like a Taki spicy.
I don't even know what a Taki spicy is, guys. Oh my god, it's spicy, but you can feel the lime.
That's good, but it's not like Taki spicy.
It's
That's
light.
like almost unbearable. That's really good. It's got a good spice level. What was that? What blew up? All
The chili fuego.
right,
Wait,
let's.
it's a kickback, guys.
Do you have cups at all? Oh, there he is, the man.
Okay, this one I can handle. So if you like light, this one's good.
These are good too.
Are they? Oh, half of it.
Not spicy. Not
This has
spicy.
a really good taste to it.
I think I like the other ones, the spicy ones.
Yeah, these are definitely more spicy than these ones.
All right, you take those. I'll take the spicy ones. We're perfect.
Yeah, this is less
All right,
spicy.
we're
yeah.
also. I've tried all of these Poppy sodas,
My
Poppy
daughter's
and
fine.
Olipop. So they're only like 3-4 grams of sugar, and they
Okay.
have the probiotics. Now this one is a different. This is Culture Pop. I think I got this from Whole Foods, I believe.
Probiotic soda.
Yes. So this one is orange, mango,
this
and lime. We're gonna try them both.
Yeah.
Okay. So which one do you want to try first?
I'll try this one. I'm
The
like dying.
strawberry lemonade.
Yeah.
I've heard this is the best flavor. Just a little bit. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
We have tried on the show a few of the different flavors.
So you like
I
them?
really want to like them, but I haven't liked them.
Oh, really?
They've not been good. Not good at all. Not a fan. I really want to like this.
This
So,
smells really good. Cheers.
This is supposed to be a good one.
I love this. It tastes like
Raspberry lemon poppy.
a seltzer.
Mm-hmm.
Like the light
Okay.
seltzers.
Ah, there we go.
I was
I'm
at a
lying.
show the other day, and there are now these seltzers that actually
Try.
taste like water, and you don't actually taste any alcohol. And I said to her, I was like, this is giving me like Tuesday afternoon when I want to drink a beer, but I'm going to feel guilty for the taste of the alcohol. And she was like, yeah, you have to be very light with these because I think it was a high noon or something like that. But she was like, you have to be very light because taking too much could mess you
Like
up.
or no?
You don't like it? No? All right, let's try this
I know.
Well,
I
a
mean,
little
I'm
tart.
not great. I'm told this was the best one. The
I do
strawberry
like it, though.
lemon. I'm like, eh. All right, I have high hopes for this one. Mango. What's it? Orange, mango, and lime.
Let me see.
Oh, this one smells good. I like the smell of it.
Orange, mango, and lime. Yeah. Yeah, it smells good. It smells tangy.
I like this. Not real sweet.
You know what it's giving? It is reminding me of grapefruit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not sweet.
It does
Yeah.
taste like a grapefruit white
Right,
claw.
Mama.
That's exactly a grapefruit white claw. That's what it is. You nailed it. That's strange.
I
did
because
look-
that is what
that's
it
one.
tastes like.
That's a lot better.
Yeah.
The lemon is not too bad. The strawberry lemon.
I
It's not
really
too
like
bad.
this one.
It's a little too tart.
All right, you can
Yeah.
have that one.
It's
This
a little
one
tart.
is fizzy and
4
gutsy.
grams
Yeah.
of sugar.
Probiotic
I
soda.
feel like I'm converted here.
Culture Pop.
It's time to love soda again. Okay, I'm loving you
No
guys.
pop.
I really wanted to love these.
But I want to say these are probably the best ones from last time.
Oh man, we tried some really gross
Yeah?
ones. We did like a
Yeah.
ginger
I'm
lime,
surprised
Yeah.
the ginger lime
Yeah,
one was.
ginger ale, even the lemon lime
Lime.
soda. I
Did
didn't
it taste like a Moscow mule? The ginger lime?
No,
And
it
it
tasted like
apple cider. It was giving apple cider vinegar.
one
Because
tasted
of the
like medicine.
probiotic. It does have apple cider vinegar in some of them.
Wow.
They do.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
must
it
be
tasted
tough.
like a
These
like
are good.
Benadryl.
Yeah, I don't know. I like
These
this
are
one too.
These are expensive though. They're like
Mm-hmm.
$3 a can.
I actually saw them at Aldi, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, these are good. I like the chips.
Which one's
Which
this
ones
one?
do you like better? And
I
what do
like
you
them
give them?
both.
Both? This one's spicier.
Yeah, I can tell.
I think it's the kickback because when you first eat it, you don't feel it
Feel
as
it
much.
until you
But then
actually-
it's like,
until you actually, I'm like-
this one, you're like, okay, wait, it's coming back.
All right, what do you rate it? What do you rate the chips? On a scale of 1 to 10.
1 to 10. Okay. 1 is the worst.
10 is the best.
10 is the best.
Definitely like a 6,
Okay.
and definitely like a 5.5.
5.5.
Just because
okay.
this one's really spicy. So if you love the spicy one, you're gonna like that one more.
Oh yeah, I can feel the heat.
I
Right.
love
On the
a
chili frog.
spice, and I think this isn't
Yeah,
too
it has a
spicy.
lot
Like
of
this
kick.
is a good
What do you rate it?
spice level for me. I'm gonna give this an 8. The chili fuego lime.
An 8. That's
chili
high.
lime fuego.
Yeah.
That,
giving
that's
it a
like
9.
close to your favorite chip then.
An
Yeah.
8. You know what? I also like about it. I also like a kettle chip.
Oh yeah.
Got
So
it.
this is giving all the things.
I
Thanks.
love a rich cut.
What's good?
That is good. I'm gonna say a 6 on the chili. What is it? Chili lime? No. Thai sweet chili. I'm
Yeah,
gonna give
Thai
that a
sweet chili.
6.
That's what it is.
Oh.
The sweetness probably. That's what I like.
I am going to give them an 8 as well.
Okay.
A
'Cause I
Thai?
love yeah, I'm being a little biased because I like spicy stuff. Let's see, and I like the chili because I love spicy stuff. So I'm being a little biased because I love spicy.
Yeah.
So good.
And I love the sweetness too, and as well, very crunchy.
Yeah.
Strawberry lemon poppy. I'm gonna give it I'll give it a 6 to be fair. It was pretty good, but a little too tart for me.
Too tart. And how about this one?
That one, I'll give it a 7
The 7.
because it wasn't so sweet. The taste was a little bland,
Yeah.
but but it wasn't too tart. So there should be like a balance. Like maybe the strawberry and lemon should be less tart.
Yeah.
I will
that
like
one a
it,
little more.
and that one a little bit more flavor.
Got it. This one could definitely be my
Yeah,
replacement for soda now.
I can tell
I
you
would
these
give
two
it a
are not
9.
that.
You give it a 9.
This one, I would
Nine?
absolutely
Oh,
replace
wow.
it for soda. Yeah, and I love sodas. I need to stop.
What did you think of that one?
This one definitely a 7,
Yeah,
7, 8. Yeah, it's good.
it's good, but just need a little bit more sweet.
It really, I like
What
this.
what flavor is that one?
This is orange, mango, and lime.
I didn't taste so much of the mango in it.
I didn't either. It's very
tastes like
subtle.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It does, though,
Very
remind me of. It does taste like a White Claw.
Yeah.
This tastes just like a White Claw. In fact, if you mix all the White Claws, that's what this tastes like.
I love how you have mixed
I
all the
have
white.
absolutely mixed
Yeah.
all the White Claw flavors. flavors. Bob, what did we used to call that? The tiger blood or
Tiger
something?
blood.
I don't know. What did we call it? We used to mix all the different flavors of White Claw. Tiger's blood?
Tracy and Bob over there reliving their
Bob,
like
please.
college days. We're like, let's go, let's go.
Please reply. Please
We'll get the
message me.
absolute
What did we
and
used
we'll
to
mix it
call it?
together.
Mixing all the flavors
Bob,
of the
come
White
through.
Claw.
Ooze.
Yeah, we would mix them all up. I mean, like, why just stick with one flavor? Like,
Right.
mix them all up. Why the hell not?
Oh, I found this other potato chip. I was going to the bank today to take care of some stuff, and I walked to this mini mart, and I saw a Herd potato chips with what's the Indian sauce that they use a lot? Curry.
Sriracha?
Curry.
Oh, curry.
Yeah,
Curry.
curry potato chips.
Wow.
And I was like, I might go back there and I
Wow.
might get that for us.
Well, in
for the
Colombia, when I go to Colombia, Lay's has like a chicken potato chips.
Oh, you gotta bring
so
some back.
good. I will next
Yeah?
time.
Oh,
'Cause I
okay.
eat them over there, so I never have to bring them back. But they have like just chicken flavor, and it's so good.
You're gonna have
Is
to
it
get
chicken
these
foot?
away from me. I can eat them. They're so good.
You want to take them home to
I have
what you
no,
like
because
to
I don't want to eat them. I haven't had
Just gonna
dinner
eat 'em
yet.
in
I'm
the car.
hungry.
buy? Into the car?
Before she gets home, it's gonna be empty. They're so good, so
That's where
good.
it's at right there.
Right.
Yeah.
With my non-alcoholic
I was gonna say
White Claw,
Right.
girl is living over here.
Yeah, living over here.
I love it. The sober life now.
So we see we
Cheers.
got
Cheers.
the community chili Fiego and
I'm gonna go
Thai
home and
sweet
put
chili.
some tequila in this.
Right. It's too light. It needs the spice. It
Yeah.
needs the
Right.
spice.
Yeah, these two sodas are definitely better than the other ones because for me it tastes like I would say one tastes like bad feet and the other one tastes like Benadryl.
It's that apple
Yeah.
cider vinegar, man. You could really taste it in one of the other
Yeah, I
flavors.
think that's what it was. The opposite.
I'm glad I got the good flavors when I came. Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you
it.
look at that. You
But
did.
I mean, I can't guarantee every time you come on
time,
that it's
yeah,
gonna be
it's
good.
gonna
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
we'll you know.
Yeah, the
Work
thing
out.
is, like with me and Tracy, we try to find things that are not regular.
Right.
You know,
Outside of the box,
Outside of the
absolutely.
box, things to see
Yeah.
if we like it. Like we did a trip to H Mart.
The Korean market.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Oh, we did a big
We
haul at
did that. We
H
did
Mart.
a haul of that
We're
one.
going
Yeah.
nuts
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Some stuff was in there okay. Some was a little too weird. I was like, oh. I was like,
So well, you said you like soda. What kind of soda do you like?
Definitely a Coke.
Okay.
okay.
So me too, but I'm gonna have soda. Oh, we did the Pepsi challenge
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah.
Oh, you could definitely tell the difference.
Absolutely,
between Coke and
1,000%.
Pepsi. A million
Yeah,
percent.
yeah.
It's
There's
not
no way.
even
We did.
close.
Yeah, we did
Yes.
the Pepsi challenge, and I think Tracy missed the one. We did one. I bought 5 or 6 root beers.
Root beer, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
root
okay.
beers, and they say, can you tell what brand
Different
is what?
ones.
Yeah.
But Poppy makes a cola,
Does it?
and Olipop makes a cola. So I have the Olipop cola. I want to. If I find the Poppy cola, we're gonna like do a comparison on the
Comparison.
colas.
Yeah,
So
we'll do, just
you'll
like we
have
did root
to-
beer.
Yeah.
We'll do a
Promise
comparison
you'll
cola.
come back for
I
the
promise, yeah.
Olipop
Listen, you let me know when and where.
Poppy challenge.
Yeah.
I'll come back. I'll come back. Love that. I had
Yeah,
so much fun
we gotta,
with you
we
guys
gotta get
today.
stocked up.
Yeah, I had so much fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
Steph, tell us about like if anybody is interested in wanting to learn more about what you do. Where can they find you? What's your handle?
On TikTok is Self Love Steff, and on Instagram is Steff Posso. So if anyone wants more information, feel free to just reach out, DM, comment, wherever. There, I believe I have a link tree on there. So if you guys want to schedule anything, feel free to just
All the
me.
things like, follow, share,
Yes.
comment.
at me.
At her, at the girl, okay? All right, that is all, guys. Thanks for tuning
Thank
back in.
you.
Little Effers, missed you. I know you missed us. We'll see you again next month.
It
Bye.
was so fun. Bye.
Thank you for
Oh,
watching
thank
WTF with Tracy and Friends. WTF with Tracy and Friends is brought to you courtesy of Hamilton Radio. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And tune back in next Wednesday with another episode of WTF with Tracy and Friends. The most fun you can have on a Wednesday with your clothes on